Hello and good morning. Welcome to another week of the Fife Property Market Update. You always know it's a Monday because you get to see what has been happening in Fife for the last week and also what we have got coming soon. So this is a great opportunity if you are a seller, you're going to be a seller, you're a buyer, or even if you're just curious for what is happening in the Fife Property Market Update, then this show is perfect for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the comments. If you prefer to message privately, please do so. Alternatively, pick up the phone and speak to one of us in the office. But this is where we do a complete run through. So first off, we're going to start with what was happening on Rightmove with all agents right across Fife. And this is newly instructed and sold subject to concluded missives. So it gives you an insight into the previous week. We'll then take a look at Fife Properties in particular. So what activity we have done as an agency. So properties that we have accepted offers on, properties that we've got coming soon, and also properties that are now sold and completed, missives signed, and they are all moved in. And then towards the end, we'll then do a run through of the shows that have taken place so you can see what you'll want to go back and rewatch and take information from. So to start off with, we are going to do the statistics. Now let's get them up on the screen for you. So you should be able to see that there. So as I said, it's for the 9th to the 15th. Now, straight away, you can see there that there was 128 properties that went to market last week with 131 buyers on the market and properties now showing as sold. So that is a great insight. As we say, 1 week doesn't make a trend, but we're starting to see more and more often that there is more properties coming to market than there has been in the previous weeks, and it's only going to continue to pick up, which means for you as a seller, there is going to be more competition. So think about that. And we are going to come back to that in a little bit more detail. Also, more properties coming to market if you are a buyer. Potentially you are a first-time buyer, so you have nothing to sell. So more properties coming to market is an absolute bonus for you. Or maybe you don't need to worry about competition, but you know that there is more properties coming to market. If you are a seller, 131 properties sold across all of Fife last week. Still more properties sold than what came to market. So this is a great time. If you think that wait until spring, summer is the best time to sell, absolutely not. This is the time to sell. You have less competition, not as many properties to compete with, so yours will stand out from the crowd. As long as your agent does the right thing for you and markets it to its full potential, your property will stand out from the crowd because there is less competition. When there's less competition, we then have the opportunity to drive the price up because it becomes almost like a fight for your property. Whereas if obviously there's a lot more properties on the market and it is oversaturated, then if they don't get yours, they'll just move on to the next one, or they will do a low ball offer. So if you are looking to sell, now is the time to do it, especially if you're wanting to be moved in summer. You need to be on the market now, because if you think about the average selling time, which is different for each micro region, but if you think about your average selling time, and then on top of that, the conveyancing, we're hitting summer actually autumn without even realizing. If you want to discuss that in more detail, or you want to understand the process a bit more, then pick up the phone, let an agent speak with you, and we can guide you through next steps. But let's do a run through in terms of micro regions. Now, when I say micro regions, I mean all of those areas within Fife. So your Cooper, your East Snook, your St Andrews, etc. Now you'll see straight away there a strong start with Cooper, 9 versus 9. Which is great to see. Cooper does always kind of hold its own, but that is great to see. East Snook, that is high numbers for the East Snook. Average is normally kind of 4 or 5 instructed and sold. So to have 9 and 7, that is strong. Obviously, it's people that have been waiting for maybe the lighter months and the slightly nicer weather to go to market. There is quite a bit of stock in the East Snook area, so average selling time is anything from 2 to 3 months. So do bear that in mind if you are looking to sell your property. You have St Andrews. St Andrews, you have 13 instructed versus only 3 sold. Now, 13 instructed is a high number, but actually not as high as last week. If you watch last week's show, and actually 13 is high as well, not much of a drop in numbers, but only to have 3 sold is quite slow for St Andrews. Again, St Andrews Market is slightly underperforming the rest of Fife and the other micro regions. There is a big overstock in St Andrews just now. Average selling time, you could be anything from 5 to 6 months. Especially market, that is a lot hitting the market that is already kind of oversupplied. That is a lot to hit the market within 2 weeks, especially if average is only 3 for 5 properties selling. There was slightly more sold last week, but nothing kind of big numbers and nothing to go crazy about, but 3 is quite low for St Andrews. Leavenmouth, again, holding strong. You have 12 versus 12. Again, we speak a lot, and we're speaking a lot about this when we are out at valuation appointments, is how the investment into the area is still having such a strong impact. That's never going to go away now. That obviously the commuting links and the investment that's been put into the area is still having a massive positive impact on the market. So if you have a property to sell in the Leavenmouth area, now is your time to go. Let's get you on the market and let's get you sold, because there is active buyers out there, and you can see that with the figures. Dunfermline 42 and 56 always is going to be higher, obviously with the proximity to Edinburgh and the bigger cities, but being able to get slightly more for your money, obviously this side of the bridge, that is always higher numbers. Now remember as well, this is just the core market. This is not including your new build properties, because then we're not comparing kind of apples with oranges, if you like. It's not a true representation. So this is just your core market without the new builds. And then Glenrothes 17 versus 16, again strong. That is kind of average for Glenrothes, same for Kirkcaldy as well. So they are good numbers for those areas. Now if you want to have a quick look at the new builds, there was 3 new builds sold in St Andrews last week. There was 8 sold in Dunfermline, which was great because it's picked up slightly because it was slightly low the previous weeks, and then 3 in Glenrothes. Obviously, kind of your Glenrothes, your Kirkcaldy, Dunfermline, there's a lot of new build sites at the minute. But yes, there was 3 new builds sold in Glenrothes. So that is what is happening in the market. If you have any questions about that, you want to discuss, you maybe have a property to sell, you maybe are on the market and you want to discuss obviously what your journey looks like. Is there anything that we can do to help? One of the agents will be more than happy to speak with you. Likewise, if you are a buyer and you want some hints, some tips, then any questions at all, put them in the comments, message us privately, or pick up the phone. We are more than happy to speak with you. I hope you're sitting comfortably, because we have a lot of activity to discuss with you today. We had a busy week at the agency, which is obviously fantastic. It's great to see. So I have a lot of sales completed and coming soon to discuss with you. So hopefully, as I say, you are sitting comfortable, and I'm going to talk you through each one. So we're going to start with the properties that we have accepted offers on. So this is now showing as sold, subject to concluded missives, and they are going to start the conveyancing process. Again, what's great about this week, and as we have been seeing in previous weeks, is it's all different areas, different price points, different property types. So it's great to see that there is a lot of variety. It's not just the one type that we sell or in the one area that we sell. We are very much Fife Properties, and we are selling within all the micro regions at different price points, different style of properties, which also shows as well we are attracting different buyers, whether they're first-time buyers, whether they're upsizing, downsizing, moving to the area. We've had a lot of that last week, which again is great to see, welcoming new faces to Fife. But let's start with our first one that we have accepted an offer on. This one was so popular. We were inundated with this one. The seller wanted to take a bit of time to really process the amount of activity that came through the door, the offers that were, brought to them, because there was multiple offers and lost count of how many viewings. We were just inundated, which was obviously great. Absolutely, it was a massive benefit, and it was able to really drive that final offer up and get an absolutely amazing result for this client. Because they have only just accepted an offer and they're just starting the conveyancing process, we're not able to disclose what they have gone for. You will need to keep watching the shows or keeping an eye out, and obviously when it's concluded you'll be able to see. But they were absolutely delighted with the offer that was accepted. Unfortunately, there was many people that missed out. So if you do have a property like this in Lago Warder or the surrounding villages and you want to get an amazing result in just 3 weeks at that high price point, then pick up the phone. Let's get an agent out to you. Let's come and value your property, because obviously each one is unique. They have their own quirks and features. But let us get you an accurate valuation, discuss next steps, and let us get you a result just like we did this seller. So this one in particular was a 4-bedroom semi-detached cottage. As you can see from the image there, absolutely stunning property sitting on a substantial plot. What you maybe don't realise from this picture alone is it actually had a separate annex as well. So great opportunity if you wanted to have a Airbnb. That's what a lot of people were interested in this one, because they were future-proofing and thinking ahead. But that was an absolutely immaculate property. Modern interiors, really spacious, moving condition, not a thing that you would want to change. As I say, it had multiple offers, inundated, and we got it sold in 3 weeks, which was brilliant to see. And the new owners are looking forward to moving to the area and getting to take full advantage of the beautiful views and settings. So as I say, if you have a property like this, pick up the phone. We want to speak to you. Likewise, you will want to speak to us. Next, we are moving to Cooper. So this one was George Govan Road, again sold in 3 weeks. So that was a great result. And this one was a 2-bedroom mid-terrace property. Again, really well presented, moving condition, ready to go. You were getting a really spacious kitchen diner with patio doors that opened up into your garden space. You had you had parking out the front for your vehicles, while being a really desirable cul-de-sac within Cooper, so walking distance to all your local amenities and commuting. New owners, again, are looking forward to moving to the area. As I say, with everything that Cooper has to offer, who would not want to move to the area? And a great price point as well, because this one was on for offers over 185. And again, we got a brilliant result, and our sellers are absolutely delighted. Next, we are moving back to the East Neuk, and this one is Gifford Court in Crail. So you can see there, this one was a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. It had a parking right out the front. You couldn't get any closer if you tried. Garden to the rear that wasn't overlooked either, so prime positioning. Heading inside, you had a really spacious front living room. Then you headed through to the rear and you had this really generous sized kitchen diner, moving condition, ready to go. Again, patio doors. Then there was additional room that could either be utilised as a utility, a pantry, or even a home office study. Heading upstairs, three bedrooms, one of which was a master ensuite. Then you had a further 2 bathrooms in the property. So you're getting a lot of property in a desirable location. Also a great price point, as this was on for offers over 270,000. And of course, it's Crail. So everything that obviously Crail has to offer, from the beach to the harbour to the golf course, your Fife Coastal Path, proximity to St Andrews, great schooling location as well, because you're just a short distance from Wade Academy, local primary school. So it really is an ideal home. And again, the new owners are looking forward to moving to the area. So again, we have somebody new coming to Fife, which is great to see. Something about this property as well that we just want to highlight is we actually took this on from another agent, wasn't having much success. So we obviously used our own marketing strategies and techniques, and really showcased the property to its full potential. And we were then able to get our seller an offer. And obviously now it is going through conveyancing. So they are absolutely delighted, because it helps them with their onward journey. So likewise, if you want to discuss your property journey, if you're perhaps on the market, pick up the phone and we can more than happy to get an agent to speak with you and obviously discuss, even if it's to help with your current listing. You know, have we got any hints or tips or any advice that we can offer? And we're more than happy to do that. So please do get in contact. Another sold property. Again, different location. This is moving to Kirkcaldy. So this is Sockenbush Road in Kirkcaldy. This one is absolutely immaculate, not only externally, but internally. Again, there is not a thing that you would want to change with this property. It is a 5-bedroom, 2 reception, 3 bathroom. The interiors inside are absolutely stunning. Great family home. Obviously, you can see there a large driveway, garage, and then to the rear, you are getting a really generous sized landscape garden with decking, not overlooked, like it is an ideal home, tucked away in a really quiet, desirable cul-de-sac. But obviously, Kirkcaldy, you have everything that you need. You've got proximity to the A92 for commuting. You've also got the train station, you've got the bus station, you've got the retail park, you've got multiple schooling options. It really is a brilliant location and absolutely fantastic property. So the family that's moving into this home are absolutely delighted, because not only are they getting this stunning home, but they're also getting to benefit from everything that Kirkcaldy has to offer. Now, this one was on for offers over 395,000. So again, you need to keep looking and watching out for obviously what we accepted an offer at and what we got the seller. And then our final offer accepted is we are heading again back to the East Neuk. So we were able to contribute to a lot of the properties that were sold in East Neuk last week, which is great to see. There's a reason obviously why we are number one. But this one was Dreelside in Anstruther. Now, this was a 3-bedroom end terrace property, recently renovated, absolutely stunning inside. You can see that there's that extension as well. It's on a great plot because it's that end terrace, so you're getting that grassed, obviously, area at the side. But it's absolutely beautiful property. And this is, again, moving to the area. So not only are they getting to take full advantage of, obviously, everything that Anstruther has to offer, but they're also getting a brilliant home, beautifully presented. And this one was offers over 220,000. So that one was a fantastic property. So that is properties that we have accepted offers on last week. So as I say, a lot of activity happening within the agency, different areas, different price points, different locations. So if you do have a property to sell, please do pick up the phone. Let's get an agent to chat with you and to discuss next steps. Because after all, that's what we're here for. We're just here to help you with next steps and make everything a lot easier. But what most people are waiting for is the coming soon. So this is properties that myself and the other agents have been out to value, signed up, and is going to be coming to market. So you don't have wait so long. So the first wait too long to wait. As you can tell, I'm still drinking my coffee this morning. So we're clearly waiting for it to still kick in. But the first one that we have coming soon is Leven Road in London Links, which I know is going to be a popular one. This is one that I have been out and valued, and I am doing the pre-portal for this week, so you don't have to wait long for it. You maybe saw my coming soon as well that I did on Friday, discussing it in a bit more detail with you. But this is a 3-bedroom semi-detached property. It is one of the character ones, so it is absolutely stunning. It's London Links, so of course it's a brilliant location, but an absolutely fantastic family home. It's 3 bedrooms. And when I tell you it is spacious, you really are going to be spoiled with this one. You're getting obviously driveway to the front and side. You're getting ample off-street parking then, but you can close your gates. It's really nice and private for you and your family. Garage and then garden space at the rear. Internally, you've got this gorgeous, brilliant sized living space. You then head through into your kitchen area. You've got plenty of living space downstairs, but then upstairs as well. The main bedroom, you could actually make a full suite because there is so much space. It is incredible. Even the upper landing as well in itself is really spacious. So it's a really generous sized property, beautiful features with it being a character, but of course it's London Links. So it is a great location for the Fife Coastal Path, the beautiful walks, golf courses, heading down to the beach. Of course, great if you need to commute from Cameron Bridge or Leven train station or even the bus station. So great location. As I say, that one will be coming, so not got long to wait. But if you do have any questions on these properties, put them in the comments. Now, if you're watching this and you're not sure what a pre-portal is, then that's okay. That is a preview. So it's a full video walkthrough of the property. Standing at the front, you get to see the exterior. We head inside and do a full in-depth tour. It's your virtual viewing, basically. We then head outside, show you the rest of the space. We then discuss location. And then at the end, we give you an indication of the price point. To get in the property before this goes to Rightmove, Zoopla and S1 Homes, to be pre-portal qualified, you need to qualify for 2 points. First one is in a position to proceed. So you need to be a cash buyer, cash ready to go, ready to make our seller an offer that they just cannot refuse. And that offer needs to be an attractive No regrets. Seller wants to snap your hand off to take the offer to stop the property going to Rightmove and Zoopla. So it can't just be a home report value. It needs to be a no regrets. What obviously our seller is willing to accept to stop the property going to market. If you need guided on that, we're more than happy to discuss that with you. But that's how you qualify for pre-portals, is to be in those two positions. If you want to discuss that further and get a better understanding, message us privately or pick up the phone. To see these pre-portals, you need to be following our social media channels. So we have a page for each micro region. So your Cooper, your East Snook, your St Andrews, your Leven, your Glenrothes, your Kirkcaldy, each has a page. You need to follow the relevant page to the area that you are looking to purchase a home in. If obviously you're looking across all of Fife, make sure you follow them all. But that is where our pre-portals go before they go to the wider market. So you need to make sure you're following the pages. And when you see that agent's face and you see the words pre-portal, if you are in a position to proceed and you can make our seller an offer that they just cannot refuse, you need to jump on it. In the meantime, something else you can be doing is picking up the phone and calling the office, and let's get you registered, let's get you qualified and set up on our database so you do not miss out on a thing either. That is everything that you need to be doing if you are a serious buyer and you do not want to miss out on your next home. That is what I recommend you do. But that is one of our coming soons. Another one we have coming to market is a different area. It is one of the villages within the Cooper postcode, and this is Strathmiglo. So great village lifestyle. Strathmiglo has a lot to offer, from amenities, from schooling, again, beautiful countryside walks and views. So there's plenty within Strathmiglo, but also a village lifestyle. But again, proximity, if you need to commute to Cooper, whether you need to maybe get to the A92 for Dundee or the opposite direction, Kirkcaldy, or even in the complete opposite direction and join the M90 for Perth, you have that option as well. Now this one is a 3-bedroom semi-detached cottage. So if that obviously sounds like you, perfect for a family, or even if you're looking to upsize or downsize, it's going to appeal to a lot of the market. And as I say, it's Strathmiglo, so we know it's going to be a popular one. So do not miss out on that one. Now this is going to be on our Cooper page, and Perry will be doing the pre-portal for that one. So keep a lookout for that one. So that is our coming soons. Hopefully you're still sitting comfortable, because now we need to discuss what we have completed on and is now signed over, and we can disclose what we achieved for the properties. So again, different locations, different price point, different buyers as well, which is what I want to educate you on and talk you through. So the first one is Kinnear Street in Buckhaven. This one was really popular when it went up. We had multiple people miss out. So first of all, let me tell you the result that we achieved. Then I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you have a property to sell. So Kinnear Street, Buckhaven, this one was a 3-bedroom terrace property. It had off-street parking at the front. Inside, the interiors were absolutely beautiful. I really hope the people that moved in haven't really changed much, because it was stunning. The detail and the attention and the accents of colours were beautiful. Now this one got 5.9% over home report value. So it went on for offers over 135,000, and we achieved an offer at 143,000, and it sold in a great time as well. So not only did we get a quick sale for the seller who was actually purchasing another one of our properties, they actually got a great result as well. So they didn't have to compromise on anything. We got them exactly what they were looking for and helped them in their journey. And what's great as well is we were also helping the buyer. So they were actually getting out of a rented and getting onto the property market. And what an absolutely fantastic property to move into and come out of a rental property. Because as I say, this one was absolutely stunning. So if you have a similar property and you want obviously a fast sale and also a result like that, just under 6% over home report, then obviously we are the agent for you. Let's pick up the phone and let's get Perry out to see you and obviously discuss your next steps and your valuation. Same kind of KY area, we are going to Church Road in Leven. Now this was a 5-bedroom detached property, gorgeous garden space and a great family home. Now this one sold for 5.3% over home report value. So another property within the KY area that we got over the home report value. So if you are perhaps speaking to agents that are saying, we're only getting home report value or just under, that's not the case for us. Look at these real results. They have now concluded. You can go on and see what they sold for. But this is another great result. So we actually got 395,000 for this property when it was on for 375. And the client is absolutely to be delighted to move into the area. Of course, they've got the beach, they've got the Fife Coastal Path, they've got the commuting links as well, while also getting to upsize into a fantastic family home. Next one that is now done is West Street in St Monans. So this was a commercial property, so slightly different within the East Snook commercial property. Now this sold for 8.8% over what we had it on for. Obviously there's not a home report value, but what we had it advertised at, and it was 8.8%. So it was on for offers over 90,000 and we achieved 98,000. So the new owner is absolutely delighted because they are renovating it into a residential property. So great potential there and opportunity. So if you have a commercial property, maybe you weren't aware that is something that we obviously value and specialize in selling, but we absolutely do, whether it be in the East Snook or a surrounding area. We have sold multiple commercial properties, so that is certainly something we can help with, especially if you're looking to get 8.8% over what it goes to market at. More completed. So this one is different location again. So this is Muirhead Fruki. So this property was a 4-bedroom detached family home. Now this got 1.4 over home report value. So it went on for offers over 345 and we achieved 350,000. And so 5,000 extra in their pocket that they're walking away with. And the new buyer is absolutely delighted to be moving into their new home. And of course, it's Fruki. So again, it's that village lifestyle, great location and a beautiful property. Back to the KY area, we had a lot happening within Leven. So this one was right on the prom. And so, gorgeous views straight away, right across the Firth of Forth, right across the beach, the prom, right to the Fife Coastal Path, and just round the corner from the leisure facilities, the bus station, the train station. So absolutely fantastic location. Now this one was a 4-bedroom detached property. What was great is the new owners are, one, getting out of rented. So they're able to come out of rented and get onto obviously the property market. But also it's a great opportunity because they're going in there, they're able to put their own stamp on it and know that they are really, really adding value. And this one sold for 375,000. Now, our final property that concluded last week, so new buyers are in and enjoying their property, was North Wynd, Collinsborough. So this one was a 2-bedroom terraced property. Now, the clients is absolutely delighted to be moving into their new home, as they are obviously getting to take full advantage of everything that Collinsborough has to offer. You have your wee convenience stores, you're really close to the East Snook, but likewise you can come back the way into Leven again for commuting and all of the amenities. So great location. This one was on the market for offers over 130,000 and we achieved 2% over home report value, so getting 133,000 offer. So great results last week, plenty of happy sellers, happy buyers, and helping people move on in their journey. So if that is something that you are looking to do, then pick up the phone and we are more than happy to speak with you and guide you through the process. As I say, that was a lot to discuss with you today. Finally, before we head off for the week, we're just going to discuss the shows and what was taking place, just so you know what you want to go back and watch and obviously take information from. It's a Monday. Not only do you get this Fife Property Market update, but of course you get the Wealth Creation Show with Richard Cook, the Lettings Director, and also Jim Parker, one of the UK's most successful property investors. So at 12:30, they are going to go live. You can either watch it live, likewise you can watch the rerun, but either way, however you watch it, feel free to comment and they're more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. And this week, they're going to be discussing emotional wealth. Emotional wealth is often overlooked, yet is a crucial aspect of a happy and fulfilling life. It is the ability to manage one's emotions effectively, but to cultivate positive emotions and to cope as well with the negative ones. Emotional wealth is not just about happiness, but also resilience, empathy, and that inner strength. Do you want to look at building your emotional wealth, but also how to connect with people on a deeper level and maybe like-minded people, forming those meaningful relationships and to have a positive impact on others and moving forward? Richard and Jim will be on hand to discuss at 12:30, so that would be a great one to watch. And then another one is the how to get more rent, high impact, low cost upgrades to maximize your buy to let profits. So if you're a landlord, this is an ideal one for you. So this one is, again, Richard Cook, the lettings director, and Karen Marshall, the letting agent, on hand to discuss. And they've got constructive thinking, discussing smart purchases, and also a handy guide, again, to help you and guide you through, because you don't need to spend a fortune to revitalize your rental property's performance and transform it in kind of market standard and get it ready. A simple but often overlooked strategy is to target more affluent tenants, and by upgrading the experience by style and comfort, you can raise the income ceiling for your buy-to-let. But as I say, you have got experienced Richard Cook, the lettings director, and Karen Marshall, the lettings agent, on hand to discuss. So you can go back and rewatch that one, and any questions, put them in the comments, and Richard and Karen will come back to you. Likewise, message privately if you prefer, or alternatively pick up the phone and speak with one of them. But that is the shows that's taken place. If you have any questions for this show, as if you didn't get to watch it live, that's not a problem at all. Put anything in the comments, I'll come back to you, or you can even message us privately and we'll come back to you that way. Alternatively, pick up the phone and speak to us in the office. We're more than happy to chat with you. But that has been another market update. We are getting through February very quick. It feels like I only just did the end of January update, but here we are. And they do say time goes by when you're having fun. So I will see you all next Monday. We will do another update. Hope you have a fantastic week. Pick up the phone if there is anything we can help with, and all the best. Take care.